soon here. You ready?
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Yep. I'll be writing
Oh
this,
yeah,
but don't
I'm
worry.
number 2. Okay.
I'll be ready.
Baseball is here, and it's the fight for the 1 seed in the West Division at the PGCBL. Welcome, folks, to more baseball live coverage here on YouTube between the Batavia Muckdogs and Jamestown Tarp Skunks. We thank you for joining our broadcast today on what was a very rainy morning just across upstate New York in general. And now we have a little bit of daylight here between these two teams on today's matchup. Up here in the booth, it's the usual guys. Again, my name is Grayson Natale. Alongside me, Jarrett, Campbell, and we'll start things how we always do with the same exact question before we step aside from the national anthem. So make it quick, Jarrett. How you doing?
Grayson, I'm ready to go for this game. This is the battle of the top two teams right now. This is two teams very similar right now as we step out for the national anthem right now.
Turn it up, baby. Feel it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Here we go, Batavia Muckdogs and Jamestown Tarp Skunks here in Jamestown. The matchup again for the first in the West Division within the PGBL or PGCBL, excuse me. Comes down to this matchup early in the season. Both teams entered today at a 12-5 record. Both teams looking to get things going. The Jamestown Tarp Skunks didn't play yesterday, but the Batavia Muckdogs did. They lost in a very tight-knit battle, 4-5 across the border in international territories in Canada against the Ironbacks just last night. That one went a while, and today it comes down to an early start for who wants the lead, and plenty of questions to be answered for both teams. Get any kind of momentum going into the mid-season stretch.
Yeah, right now this is going to be a battle of the team with wheels, teams that are really good at stealing bases, teams that are really good at pitching right now. It just all depends on who's going to score those first few runs. If you're Batavia Muckdogs, you want to score those first few runs to get the crowd quiet so then you can take advantage of the game. If you're the Tarp Skunks, you want the crowd noise right now. So it just all depends on these first few innings, which team will set the tone first to carry on for a victory.
Speaking of your ideas, Jarrett, we're going to go to an old throwback here, Jarrett's talking points.
All right, it's been a while. I'm a little rusty, but we got it. First things first, don't allow free bases. Again, this is a team that relies very heavily on stolen bases, bunts. You cannot walk batters. You cannot give up errors, especially what happened yesterday in that game in Niagara. Just tons of errors. Watch the runners. Again, stolen bases are going to be a big factor of this game. If you're the catcher, Joey Socorro, got to be head on heels. Quiet the home crowd. Get started early. Get some runs going early. And then reignite the hits. Right now, they just cannot find that magic that they had in the start of the season in terms of getting hits. So they're going to have to do that today.
Again, we're just moving quickly through our normal pregame show. We'll get the lineup again in just a moment, but Jalen David will be starting things off. We had no BP between these two teams. As that goes for ball one. So everything, bus arrived just less than 45 minutes ago. So quick setup, quick turnaround for these two guys. That's driven straight to center field, right where the center fielder is standing for Jamestown. Number 2, Grant Moore. So a little shake-up in the typical batting order here. Number 1, Cooper Russell, position at second base today, will bat off second within the order. So the first pitch he takes is inside for ball 1. See, we'd love to adjust the camera angle to the left. Apologies for that. I wish I had a camera to show you the camera setup we have. Strike 1, moves count 1-1, has that one over the plate. It's the fact that I'm using my phone and we are very high up. So any more to the left puts my phone in danger of falling to the abyss of the field. 1-1 count. Finds the pocket between second and first. Easy base hit for Cooper Russell, and he's now stationed at the first base bag. Now up number 2, third baseman Jackson Inman. So I do apologize for the camera angle, given the set of circumstances we have for a setup here today. Can always try to do the best we can with what we're given. Today, this is unfortunately what we're going to have to work with. But 1 out, 1 man on, Jackson Inman up to the plate. First pitch outside for ball 1. Pitch 2, blocked down, it's low. Catcher able to get in front of it and stay in front of it, Branson Lindquist. On the mound for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, that's going to be Tate Johnson, number 12. Comes in today with a 7.07 ERA, 1 win, 2 losses, 4 appearances, all those starts. That's ball 3, so 3-0 outside. He's pitched a total of 14 innings flat, 14 hits allowed, 11 runs, all 11 earned, with 6 batters walked, 7 strikeouts as well.
And Jackson Inman has also played in 11 games and started in 11. He's got a .485 batting average, 33 at-bats, 16 hits, 2 of them being doubles, a home run, and an RBI, as that's a strike. 3-1 count now.
Again, we'll stay on air between the middle of the innings to finish up a little continued elongated intro that we usually go through. Get you the knowledge behind today's game. But a 3-1 count. Pickoff attempt over at first. No good. Is Cooper Russell able to slide back in? But for Inman, he's second in the league, finally meeting the requirements met to put him on the league leaderboard. Second in the league in batting average at a .485. Fouled off, and now the count full.
You know, Grayson, maybe we can see it. I'm ready to go. Foul ball could go up here. I believe this could happen. Oh, yeah, this definitely could happen. We don't have a net to support us.
And no net in front of us, so you're right. You could make a play. Fortunately, wouldn't count, but full count. A payoff pitch loaded. Release, the payoff. Inside, down in the dirt. Ball 4, and Inman will take his base. He now stands on 1. Cooper Russell will advance to second. Now up, number 11, Mr. Reliable, your right fielder for today, Evan Brock. Usually we see him positioned within the infield. We've seen him in third base second, and now he's in the outfield.
Yep, he leads the team right now in RBIs with 24. 16 games, started all 16, 385 average with 52 at-bats, 20 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, and then, like I mentioned, those 24 RBIs.
Those 24 RBIs are good for third within the league. All other 4 spots, 1 through 5, except for Evan Brock at 3, are owned players, and that one's driven in the gap between right and center. Russell sent home. Evan Brock to 2, and it's a stand-up double for him. So speak of running runners batted in, he brings in 1 more. That pushes his total to 25. He's now tied for second. As I was saying, every other spot on that list, 1 through 5, is owned by a player from the Amsterdam Mohawks. But Evan Brock, he's able to put the Batavia Muckdogs up there with his numbers, which he just increased by 1 more to now 25 after a stand-up double, bringing in Cooper Russell for the first score, and that's what's more important is your Batavia Muckdogs are on the score 1-0. Now up number 20, your center fielder, as always, Glenn Brooks, cleanup man, the 4 spot in the batting order. Takes strike 1, right side of the plate. Situation still 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. Checking his runners is Johnson. That's fouled off. So 0-2 now. Oh, 2 delivery. Swing and a miss and lost the bat as well. So that's the second out with a strikeout for Glenn Brooks. Taking on the situation now with 2 outs is number 16, your first baseman, James Quintero. Quintero comes in today with a batting average of a .286. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Across 10 games played, all those starts, 28 at-bats, 4 runs, 8 hits, to which he has a double and a home run in that bunch, 3 RBIs as well, 12 total bases. The 1-0 pitch finds its way the outside part of the plate, but still within the zone for 1-1. Johnson will check his bags. Nothing with the runners. Delivers the 1-1 pitch. It's a ball 2, blocked down by the catcher once more. Two one. Outside. 3-1 now. Three-one delivery. That's down low. Ball 4. Bases loaded. With a fresh count. Coming up to the plate, number 3, Mason Davey. So far in the season, only seen Mason Davey a few times. He's had 3 starts, 6 games played, batting average a .333. He's only had 3 at-bats, though. 1 run, 1 hit. Of course, that was a single, an RBI, and a total 1 total base. So short sample size as he takes ball 1. Shake up in the batting order overall. Swing and a miss for strike 1, 1-1 count.
Yeah, when you're in a slump right now, you just need to find batters that can get the job done right now. And Skip changing the lineup a little bit. You know, you have Davey out here batting. You have Socorro, who is now, he's usually been a pinch hitter guy. He's now finally back in the
Driven
lineup.
to second, and a play at first in time for the final out. So 3 outs. But the Muckdogs, score 1. Heading to the bottom of the first. They're in the lead early here. We'll round out things to finish up our usual pregame show. Here we go. We'll look at the starting lineup between the two teams since we never got to that. And here we go. As you saw for the players for the Muckdogs, Jalen David, Cooper Russell, Jackson Inman are the first 3. On the opposite side for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, it's Grant Moore, Eric Weeks, and Heath Fetchick. Next 4 for both teams. The Muckdogs, of course, you already saw Evan Brock, Glenn Brooks, James Quintero, Mason Davies. So we already went through 7 for them. For the Tarp Skunks, it's going to be Nate Muncy, Paul Dulanto, Caleb Jordan, and CJ Dugan. And rounding things out for the Muckdogs, Miles Manel, Joey Socorro, and Jeremy Ramos. And for the Tarp Skunks, it's going to be Branson Linguist, Matthew Dumas, and Tito Kiefer. And on the mound for the Batavia Muckdogs, it's number 25, Gavin Chandler. And for, as you already saw, Tate Johnson, number 12 for the Tarp Skunks. So big day here as Gavin Chandler is back out there on the mound. We'll look at his player bio. The season, he comes in with an ERA of .92, 12 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of which are earned across 19 2/3 innings, and 13 strikeouts. That's the University of South. Here we go, Wesleyan College. Please correct me on that. But he's a redshirt junior out from hometown of Alabaster, Alabama. Left-handed pitcher coming in at 6 foot and 220 pounds.
Yeah, with that left-handed pitching, he's usually a guy that really likes his fastball. Fastball tapping at 90 miles per hour, gets people out with the off-speed pitches. He's a guy that doesn't walk a lot of batters. He loves to get grounders in play, relying on his team to make plays, and also get strikeouts. He is not a guy that likes to walk batters.
Well, I'll show you quickly before we get things going. The Batavia defense, of course, Gavin Chandler on the mound, Joey Socorro position at catcher, James Quintero first, Cooper Russell second, Jalen David at short, and Jackson Inman at third. For your outfield, Jeremy Ramos in left, Glenn Brooks, of course, always at center, and a new phase over in right field, Evan Brock shows bunt for the first play. The play at first, did it get him? No! Ty goes to the runner, trying to get the graphic out of the way just in time. Grant Moore, leadoff man, he goes with a bunt on the first pitch, and he's able to reach first on a close play. Both players within that, Gavin Chandler and James Quintero trying to lunge and get him out. But I don't think anyone was expecting that from the Batavia defense. First pitch to now number 6, Eric Weeks, position over at third for the Tarp Skunks is strike 1, a 0-1 count. Driven off a single bounce to Inman. He catches it. Throw to 2 in time, throw to 1, not in time. So fielder's choice from Inman. He elects to go 2 and gets the out there. Took a high bounce right in front of home plate. Inman actually went all the way to David usually's position over at short. He could make the play himself, so why not? But number 32, the extra hitter for Jamestown, Heath Fetchick, up to bat. Fouled off for strike 1.
Keith Vetchik right now is batting in a 250 batting average. He's played in 12 games, starting 11 with 44 at-bats. He's got 11 hits right now, 2
Driven
doubles, and
to
8 RBIs.
shallow center right, and it gets down for a base hit for Vetchik. Right now, 2 runners on. First and second, 1-out situation for the first baseman, number 44, Nate Muncy. Kevin Chandler on the deliver. 1 hop, 2 hop. Russell, scoop, play it 2 in time. David doesn't elect to throw to first. So 2 outs, runners on the corners. The fielder's choice. Designated hitter, number 4, Paul Dulanto.
He's played in 12 games. He's starting 11 with a 257 batting average, 35 at-bats, 9 hits, 2 being doubles, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, and those 2 home runs lead the team.
Ball outside for pitch number 1. 1-0 count. Down low for ball 2, blocked down by Socorro. Two-oh pitch, delivery. And that's strike 1. Pushes count 2-1. Last time we saw Gavin Chandler was against the Auburn Double Days on June 17th. So a little break between the last time we saw him on the bump. Pitched complete 7 innings, allowing 4 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts. That's driven high to center right. Who's got it? It's Glenn Brooks. Doesn't matter where it went. It's still a catch, according to myself, and that's the 3rd out. Jamestown held to scoreless. It's 1-0 after the first inning is in the books. The second inning, here we go when we come back.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our insurance.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
Because we missed it. In the first inning, here's the away defense. Jamestown, again, sponsored by Tompkins Bank of Castile. Tate Johnson on the mound. Branston Lindquist as catcher. Over at first, that's going to be Nate Muncy. As second, that'll be Caleb Jordan. Over at short, Tito Kiefer and Eric Weeks at third. Matthew Dumas over at left field. That's driven to left field.
That might drop.
And it gets down at the warning track. A leadoff double. I can't get away the graphic in time. Apologies for that. But a huge leadoff hit for the top of the second, courtesy of Miles Manel. Now up number 34, Joey Socorro. As I was mentioning, the center fielder, Grant Moore, and right fielder, C.J. Dugan. So the third hit in the books for the Muckdogs. And no outs, Joey Socorro up to bat. First pitch, check swing, but it's a strike. 0-1. That's driven foul. It seems to be in play. It will. Can't hang on to it and can't make the play over foul territories. The first baseman for Jamestown. So no out. Count moves to 0-2. Nate Muncy couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, that was pretty close to the fence right there. No really call for the second baseman saying that he's got room, so he wasn't really sure where he stood in that situation.
Socorro batting at 207. 7 runs, 6 hits. Ball 1, it's dropped, but doesn't go far. 1-2. Knows how to hit him far as well. A double and a triple. A slugging of 310. 1-2. Driven with heat, and it's fair down the left field line. Miles Manel comes in. Socorro, he's going to, and it's a stand-up double before the left fielder can even really get a hold of it. So back-to-back doubles from the Muckdogs brings in another run. It's 2-0 in the top of the second. Got every bit of that one, and it landed probably within, I want to say, like 6 inches the left field line.
And it's so nice right now seeing the bats get back going. We've seen this team struggle with at-bats and stuff. Couldn't really find hits in play. And right now, when they need them most, so far they're getting the job done.
Pitch number 1 to number 31, Jeremy Ramos, is ball 1. He'll bring an end to the batting order for the Muckdogs.
Right now, Ramos has played in 8 games. He's starting
That's
8.
dribbled over to first. The first baseman will make an unassisted play by himself for the first out, but it will advance the score to 3.
Yeah, but when I was trying to end Ramos, he had a 286 batting average. 8 games played, 8 games started, 21 at-bats, 6 hits, 1 double, and 6 RBIs. But right now, pop fly tag up, in play.
50, Jalen David, the second go-around in the carousel. Driven to third base. Socorro hesitated to go home. He didn't, but it wasn't enough time shaved off the run David had to do, and he looked shaken up on his way back to the dugout, favoring his left foot, his right foot. Not exactly sure what he did, but he's hobbling back to the dugout, and they're going to check on him in there. We'll hope he's all right, but number 1, Cooper Russell, is back for his second plate appearance. Looked like he may have twisted it on his run over. Maybe a cramp, as he's now lying down, trying to stretch it out. Socorro still stationed over at third. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Pitch 2 inside for ball 2. Down in the dirt for ball 3. I think we were hoping on that hit from David that the hesitation from Socorro, he's probably like 5 steps, 4 or 5 steps off the bag. I think we were hoping that his little hesitation there from the third baseman who tried to go make a play at strike 1, a 3-1 count. Tried to make a play, looked at Socorro, went to go for a tag, and then realized he wasn't going to get there. Socorro made it back, and the throw to David, it made it a little closer, but not enough. especially with David howling back. So that's, ooh.
Little outside there. Now we see also the trainer looking at David right now. Question is, after this out, will he go back on the field at shortstop, or do we might see a substitution?
So strike two that Cooper Russell thought was ball four. Full count payoff. Dribbled and lasered over back into the stands. So rinse and repeat. We'll do it again. Payoff. Delivery. And sent to shallow right. And an RBI single for Russell. So another run brought in for the Muckdogs. Just like that, it's 3-0. Now Cooper Russell, he's 2 for 2 on the day. A man who's almost got a clean slate. It was walked in his first at bat. Jackson Inman. The 2-out single from Russell brings in Socorro, who is stationed in scoring position. That's deep, high to right. Trying to locate his right fielder, and he does. Catches that one over the shoulder. CJ Dugan on the play for the Tarp Skunks. Brings up the 3rd out. But more damage done from the Muckdogs. They lead 3-0 heading to the bottom of the 2nd. Will be led off from Tarp Skunks by number 38, Caleb Jordan, followed by CJ Dugan and Branson Lindquist when we come back. No, we did. Okay. Yeah, because I remember saying a nuke man Evan Brock in right field. All right. Bottom of 2nd. Again, number 38 will lead things off for Jamestown. That's Caleb Jordan. He's positioned over at second base. Trying to find a response so far. As the Muckdogs quickly, within just 2 innings for themselves, score 1 run and then 2 more off 5 hits. Clean baseball between the two teams. No errors just yet. So hopefully I didn't jinx it, but strike 1 on a heater from Chandler.
And right now, Caleb Jordan is at a 170 batting average, 14 games played, 13 start, 47 at-bats, only 8 hits, 1 double, and 14 RBIs. As that's a ground ball over to first. Chandler's got to run, and he lost his glove. Came at him with a little too much mustard there and lost the glove because of it.
That's just one of those unfortunate situations with your own equipment. Quintero able to back up within the infield and get in front of the ball. He does. A little toss there for Chandler. Knocks off the glove. Maybe he needed to tighten it up just slightly. He's not happy there. Just one of those moments where you gotta have to shake it off. It's not really your own fault. The play was there. Strike 1 for number 39, CJ Dugan.
That's right. It's always what you say, be a goldfish right now. And that was credited as a base hit, not a error. So that's not on your scorecard. There's a little positive right there.
Dribbled right back to Chandler. Make the play at 2. Play it once, so
Oh.
talk about think like a goldfish. Just able to get right back into it. Doesn't miss a beat. And wow.
That was absolutely beautiful, especially with that last play right there on Chandler to answer back with a double play. Add a nice little heater to it. Oh, that was beautiful.
Double play off the grounder, like you mentioned. It finds its way right into Chandler's glove, and this time it doesn't come off and sends it to 2. Sends it to 1 in a double play score. 2 outs for number 45, Branson Lindquist, who comes up to the plate. The catcher for the Tarp Skunks goes down swinging, can't find contact, strike 1, 0-1 count.
And he's played in 11 games. He's started in 11.
That's driven to left field. It's going to get down the left field line. He's going to scooped up, throw in, and it's a stand-up double for Lindquist.
Yeah, in 11 games, a .216 batting average, 37 at-bats, 8 hits, 2 doubles, 9 RBIs right now as he's now sitting on second.
Left fielder number 5, Matthew Dumas. Up to the plate, 2 outs, 1 man in scoring position following the stand-up double from Lindquist.
Dumas always that speed demon on the end of the lineup. 14 stolen bases, 367 batting average, in 11 games played, start in 10, 30 at-bats, 11 hits, 1 double, and 6 RBIs.
So 0-1 count. Deal 2, that's fouled off. Now that pushes the count to 0-2. Chandler looking get his first strikeout on the day. Checking over at second, deals home. Oof. That one called ball. 1-2. It's also tough with this angle. Not usually trying to judge my own box from top left.
And I can't see anything from left field.
That's one. Hits the dirt. Ball 2. Socorro able to stay in front of it. Pushes count 2-2. Delivery. Can't find the bottom left. It's too low down. And now full count. Chandler not trying to lose. And he had the count ahead at 0-2. See if he fights back and can close it out. He'll step off. Three-two, payoff. Swing and a miss. And that's the first strikeout for Gavin Chandler today. And it's a good one there. Brings an end to the bottom of the second. 1 runner left on for the Tarp Skunks. No runs scored. It's 3-0. Heading to the top of the third where the Muckdogs look to keep on adding. We're not going to step aside just yet for this one. We're going to take a look at the standings because it's early. We really, in judgmental of the schedule, we had those early games and then 3 main stretches, the 12-game stretch, a 13-game stretch, and another 13-game stretch. And that's how I'm kind of envisioning the schedule. Right now in the midst, the first 13-game stretch, only 3 games in, and it's the third one on the road for this, 3 in a row. We'll look at the standings right now. The Batavia Muckdogs sit in first place, a tied 12-5 record with the Jamestown Tarp Skunks in the West Division. Those games behind, I've adjusted them. They are for the West Division. The Amsterdam Mohawks are in first at 14-4 within the league. But again, this is looking just at the West Division to specify. They did beat Jamestown once. It's a split series. As they lost the first one in extra 7-6 early back in the season. But again, if we look at threes, the Auburn Double Days, they're now at 11-5. They're only half a game behind after winning 2 straight. The Elmira Pioneers, they're 9-7. They've just lost 1. They're 2.5 games behind. And then the Ironbacks, who they just lost to in Canada in a close one, 4-5, have won 2 straight, catching some heat and a little bit of a resurgence here at a perfect 500. And the rest of the teams fall below 500. That's the Niagara Falls Americans at 8-9, Olean Oilers 7-9, Geneva Red Wings at 5-11, and the Newark Pilots at 1-14.
Yeah, this is the kind of game where you can control your own destiny right there, especially when it comes to that tiebreaker. That's always going to be in the back of your mind. You want those situations in these kind of games. So to take one, especially in Jamestown too, would be a big win for the Muckdogs.
So now I have the specific dates on those. But right now, they've lost back in the 4th game of the season, June 3rd, again, in extras, 10 innings, 6-7, and then they beat them only 8 days later, June 11th, 10-6. So this will be the dividing split between the series. They're both tied for first. Again, 3-0 is your score, and the leadoff man here is Evan Brock. Takes strike 1 and now strike 2, pushes the count to 0-2. That's dribbled right back to Johnson, gets by him, the shortstop. Can't scoop it in. And Evan Brock will reach first, as that should go down as an error.
Yeah, it definitely will be. And right now, that's just a perfect situation for the Batavia Muckdogs. Right now, they're making mistakes early. Now, it's just you got to run with it. You got to get some runs going, keep this lead going for the Muckdogs.
Again, the first error of this game. Now up in the batter's box, number 20, Glenn Brooks. Strikeout in his first plate appearance. It's pitch number 2. Ball 1-1-1. And today we saw a lot of games being postponed and canceled. Buffalo Diesel visited Niagara Falls Americans. That one was canceled. And the 2 postponed games was Newark visiting Elmira. Ball down in the dirt, blocked down 2-1. Those postponed will be rescheduled, as well as the Utica Blue Sox visiting the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. We did have that rainstorm that came through all morning. Looked bleak on the weather app forecast just a day ago. 2-1 pitch, again down in the dirt, blocked down by the catcher. Slipped by him, but not far enough. Evan Brock still at first, 3-1 count. But again, weatherman was a little off on the rain all day, and we're playing baseball.
Sun out now. We thought yesterday this game was definitely going to be postponed, but now we're just seeing sun out right now. Looked like it didn't even rain at all, to be honest.
You know, the maintenance crew coming in and able to get a tarp over. It'll look like that. So fouled off, moves the count to full. Payoff to Brooks. It's dribbled over to short. Scoop gets the play at 2 and the play at 1. Not in time. Speedster Glenn Brooks able to beat out the throw. So it doesn't turn into a double play, but instead exchanges the runners over at first with the fielder's choice. No, number 16, James Quintero. Again, 1 out and a fresh count. Pitch number 1 fouled off and right over the press box.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. It's going to happen. I'm feeling it.
We'll see if it eventually comes up. Foul ball Makes it strike one. Pickoff attempt over at first. No change. Glenn Brooks will still be out there. Another one. He's still safe. Runner going. Throw to two. Glenn Brooks able to get underneath it. He's safe. A throw that was off the mark towards the right side of second base. Shortstop able to get out in front of it. Great snag and almost had the tag, but while he was running, he wasn't able to get the glove low enough. And Glenn Brooks able to just slither like a snake and slide into the base. He's safe. So he now stands on two. It's a 1-1 count. That's ripped to right field. It's deep. He's got to back up. And it gets down on the wall. Quintero goes two. Glenn Brooks, he's signal home. The throw to home, not in time. And that's one more. An RBI double for Quintero. And these doubles are coming in bunches early in this game. That's the fourth one today so far.
Love seeing this team right now getting comfortable again in this situation. Also seeing this change of lineup, change of order. And right now it is working in their favor.
Now up to bat, number 3, Mason Davey. Ground out in his first appearance. Two straight balls makes it 2-0. Again, your score now 4-0. Able to keep the punches rolling. 1 out. Again, Mason Davey up to bat. Fouled off. 2-1. Again, we talked about the stats for Davey. We were just mentioning how, like, we didn't have the biggest sample size, I should say. But at the same time, you can't really take that as the only credit to light. As we saw him play in the Buffalo Diesel games, which, of course, don't go towards statistics. Swing and miss there. Now 2-2. But when you just are able to get that viewing of seeing these players in unique positions, Davey really was a spotlight, should I say, in those games within that unique playing position that we never really got to see until now. 2-2. And a strikeout looking. Able to catch on the outside part of the plate for strike 3. That's the second strikeout for Tate Johnson. Now up number 8, Miles Manel. He had a double in his first plate appearance. Johnson will check over at 2 for Quintero. Pitch number 1 is strike 1. Finds its way into the frame on the lower half.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to say his stats because his first at bat, he hit a double, but in 12 games started, he has a .314 batting average, 35 at bats, 11 hits, a triple so far this season, and 8 RBIs.
One delivery is down low again. 2-1 count. Able to get that one to sit down. Looked like it was going to be high, but had it drop. Falls within the zone. It's 2-2. Delivery. Fouled off. Trying to keep the inning going. Manelt, 2-2 count, delivery. And sits it on the inside for back-to-back strikeouts. Both looking, brings an end to the top of the third, with the Muckdogs bring in one more. So far, they haven't gone scoreless within their own halves of the innings. 4-0, heading to the bottom of the third, where Jamestown is trying to get a response going when we come back.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I'll have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
Bottom of the third, here we go. Again, Gavin Chandler on the mound today. He had the start nod. It's his 4th on the season. Starting things off, it's number 1 for Jamestown, Tito Kiefer.
Yeah, Chandler's had 3 appearances with an 0.92 ERA and 19 innings pitched. He's had 12 hits, 2 runs, 2 being earned, 4 walks, and 13 strikeouts.
That's dribbled over the short. David scoop, throw to first. Can't get there. That goes into foul territory, but you won't advance the Coro on the sprint to scoop it. So the throw not on the mark. Allows Kiefer to advance the first. So the leadoff man for Jamestown, he's back up for his second appearance. It's Grant Moore. Pickoff attempt over at first. Wow.
That's, oh my
That's
goodness.
An ugly call.
Oh, yep, here he comes. I would hopefully he challenge this call because
that one you have to.
I
from
think
here he got him.
I think he got him.
Call right now on the field is safe. The pick back, he didn't get it. Or on the pickoff, excuse me. Called him safe, but I could have swore he had him there. Again, Coach Skips returned.
Good to see him back from his 2-game suspension.
He's back at the helm. Talking it over with the infield ump.
Are they not going to meet?
So I guess they're not going to meet and talk about it. He's safe. It's going
Wow.
to stand. So no discussion either between the 2 umpires.
I think you should add a little bit of a discussion on that play right there, but
That's a... All right, we'll move on from it.
goldfish.
Fresh count. Son, no pitch, only the pickoff attempt. Blocked down by Socorro. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Again, number 2, center fielder Grant Moore for Jamestown. He was the leadoff man for the game, is now the second man up for the bottom of the 3rd. Following the single reach from Tito Kiefer. That one's over the plate for strike 1. Check swing, he doesn't go. Ball 2, 2-1. Two-one delivery. Ripped over towards right, and it's foul. So adds a number in the strike count. It pushes it to 2-2. Pickoff attempt once more. This one, not in time. He's safe. Dribbled over to third. Inman, reverse scoop. And got him out at first. You can see the sun coming into effect on that one. Quintero, even with the glasses left hand up, he's making sure he can see that ball coming in clearly. So the fielder's choice from Inman gets the first out. Now up number 6, Eric Weeks. He reached first off of fielder's choice in his first plate appearance. So 0 for 1 on the day. Back towards the gap at third. It goes out to left field. But that will be a single base hit for Eric Weeks and will advance Kiefer to third. He's held up there, so runners on the corner situation. The extra hitter, number 32, Heath Fetchick. Back up to the plate. He recorded a single in his first plate appearance. Big situation here, only 1 out. So like you always like to mention, Jarrett, the sac fly in play. And that's a ripped high ball over the center. Glenn Brooks. It hits the wall off a high bounce, off the bounce, and it's a home run.
Yep, it's a home run. It hit the top. It hit the top.
Hit the top of the wall for a home run for Jamestown. 3-run homer. And Jamestown right back in this. 4-3 is now your score. A little extension over there in the wall. Hit the top off the bounce. The extra hitter, Fetchick, with a big one there. That one all the way deep to center for a home run.
Yeah, 414 center field, and man, he got all of that. I was really hoping that was just going to hit the top of the wall and not kind of like fall into the wall still in play, but
had a lot of carry underneath that one. And a big hit for Jamestown as they were down 4-0. It's now a 1-run game differential. Chandler able to deal strike 1 to number 44, Nate Muncy. Sent over to David. Scoop, throw, in time for the second out. Strike one for number 4, Paul Dulanto. Designated hitter. He's 0 for 1, a fly out in his first play appearance. Pitch 2 down in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1 count. It's the first allowed home run from Gavin Chandler this season. Ball outside, 2-1. In terms of hits, came in today with, again, 12 hits, 4 of which were doubles. And again, didn't see any triples or home runs hit against him. That's a first on the season, courtesy of Heath Fetchick from Jamestown. So fouled off, count now 2-2. Better Cole's time. That's down in the dirt for ball 3. We reach full count. Just saw the outfielders center and right. That's Glenn Brooks and Evan Brock. Take a few steps. Rotate a little counterclockwise here. It's a right-handed batter. And that's driven to left center, and it finds the gap. Will make contact with the wall. That looks to be a stand-up double for Dulanto. He's now the tying run for this game, and he stands on 2. And the leading run for Jamestown, up to bat, number 38, Caleb Jordan.
Yeah, right now after that home run, Chandler's still trying to find the zone, and he's getting the pitches that he wants right now. It's just now the batters are starting to figure it out, and it's got the crowd going because of that home run. But they got 2 outs now. You just got to get out of this situation with the damage that has been dealt.
First pitch outside, ball 1. Like you mentioned, it's one of those situations where they had everyone quiet, being up 4-0. The home run was a great step in for Jamestown. Door wasn't closed again because plenty of baseball to be played, and they found a way to reopen it. Now the home crowd has come back to life. A little more energy in the building and a little more energy from Jamestown every time they step up to the plate since then. 2 straight balls, 2-0 count. Pitch 3. Strike 1 for this at bat. Two-one. That's down, blocked, but Socorro can't find it. Gets underneath him. Dulanto advances from 2-3. So count now 3-1. With the runner on third. The tying run for this game here in the bottom of the third. Delivery off the 3-1. Wow, that one just missing. It's ball 4, and we'll put runners on the corners.
Grant now calling time, calling for to go see the pitcher right now. Just got to get him his head back in the game right now. He's doing his job right now. He's getting strikes right now. It's just the batters are hitting the ball and they're working counts. It's just now they got to get that last out. That is what they need right now in this situation.
Just looking at it right now, so far within the game, Gavin Chandler, he's served 2 2/3 innings, 8 hits allowed. Not the number I don't think he came into this matchup intending. 3 runs, All three earned off the 3-run home run from Heath Fetchick. Other than that, it was scoreless. One batter walked. That was just his first one, Caleb Jordan. But one strikeout as well against Branson Lundquist. It's only thrown for 44 pitches as well. There's a little talk at the mound, just trying to get Chandler back on track.
Right, no bullpen being warmed up right now, and I don't think Chandler would want to get pulled in this situation. He's your guy. He's your number one guy right now. He's the guy that's been here for years on this team. He's the guy that you would want in this situation.
Exactly right. He was part of that bullpen crew from last year, which led the league in team ERA at 3.84. Pickoff attempt over at first. Doesn't get there. And that's one thing we got to recall, that pickoff attempt really did influence a lot. That changes how this inning, or how long this inning would eventually go, because I still to this day thinks that was an infield pop fly. No, it reaches the outfield just within the grass. Jalen David able to back up to the grass and get the snag underneath it for the third out. So it brings an end to the bottom third. It's 4-3 now. Jamestown able to respond, courtesy again of Heath Fetchick with the home run. Top of the fourth, just around the corner. 3 innings done just like that. And this ball game keeps moving. The Muckdogs trying to re-extend their lead when we come back.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack?
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Top of the fourth is ready to go. Again, Tate Johnson still out there on the mound with the Tarp Skunks. Or excuse me, that was the complete wrong statement. It's number 22. I had to do a double check. Saw the 2, thought it was still Tate Johnson, then did a double take. Tate Johnson's day will come to an end after 3 innings pitched. It's now Camp Churchill.
Yep, Churchill in 3 games played, or 6 appearances, 3 wins, 480 average, 15 innings pitched, 14 hits, 10 runs, 8 of them being earned, 8 walks, and 10 strikeouts.
Tate Johnson's day will end again. 3 innings, 6 hits allowed, 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. It's the first pitch to Joey Socorro. Is down in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 count. But again, 2 batters walked, 3 strikeouts, 2 of those being looking. He did end on a half-decent high note, going back-to-back to bring an end to the bottom of the third. Against 18 batters faced and pitched a total of 63 pitches. So strike 1 there, it's 1-1. That's fouled off. It's 1-2. That's down low for ball 2. That was close. I think better framing from the catcher from this perspective. Made it look a little closer than it was. But we'll never know. This angle's kind of weird. 2-2 pitch. Inside. That one I could see. Full count. Payoff is fouled off. Nice thing after this matchup is concluded is Batavia Muckdogs back at home. Payoff pitch here, dribbled over to third and can't get in front of it just enough. It's a single for Socorro. Third baseman for Jamestown, Eric Weeks, tried to back up on the run, stick out his glove, and couldn't have it exactly where he wanted it to be, and the ball trickles by, and that goes down as an error. So again, Socorro reaching first off the error, and now up Jeremy Ramos. I was just saying though, but Muckdogs will be back in town tomorrow. Showing bunt is strike one. 0-1 for Ramos. But again, back in town after 3 straight games on the road. We had Monday off as well. So it's been very quiet in the town of Batavia.
Yeah, and that game tomorrow is against the Buffalo Diesel. So 7-inning game. And then get ready for Saturday when they'll be playing the Auburn Double Days in a doubleheader.
So again, 0-2 count. And that's fouled off. So the count, we do it, rinse and repeat, it's still 0-2. Excuse me, 1-2. Off a 1-hop, 2-hop, and it gets out to the outfield. So a blasted ball from Ramos. Base hit, he now stands on 1. Took a hop, took a second, and got by the glove of shortstop. And out to the outfield is, I believe that one from Socorro was taken back as an error registered. Yes, it was taken back. It is no longer an error for Socorro.
And that one also is not being considered an error. That one was also considered base hit. As bonus time for David.
Play it first. Not in time. He's safe.
Caught him off guard. His ankle's definitely fine after that bunt attempt right there. Got the wheels going, and now we got bases loaded for Cooper Russell.
Again, first pitch, Jalen David shows bunt, gets it down right in front of home plate. Trickles out just in front, just barely within the infield grass. Perfectly laid down bunt, and again, Jalen David with the wheels. Him and Glenn Brooks, the speedsters of the team. Now bases loaded, no outs for Cooper Russell. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Takes strike 1, 0-1. Swing and a miss, or fouled off. Had some contact on it down there. A low pitch is now 0-2. Churchill checking his runners. Deals. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Now the sun a little bit is setting, so the infield, except for first base, a little safe from the sun. It's mostly just first base and over in right field that has the complications. It's time called. Can your count 0-2. Delivery from Churchill. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Rinse and repeat a second time. O2 delivery. Down in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. It stays in front of him. Trickled out, but no one's moving a muscle. They stay at a standstill. 1, 2, and 3. Now the moves count to 1, 2. Pitch number 6 for this at bat. Delivery. Check swing. He does not go. And it's down low. 2-2. Again, Churchill making sure no one's going. Delivery. And finds the pocket between first and second. It reaches the outfield, and one runner brought in. Another one coming, and he's safe at the plate. Ramos slides in. Socorro. Easy jug home. That's 2 more. So we talked about finding a way to bring back a response after letting up the 3-run homer in the bottom of the 3rd. And they quickly do respond. 2 more for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's now 6-3. No outs and 2 runners on after a 2 RBI single for Cooper Russell, who is now 3 for 3 on the day.
Now at the bat, you got Jackson Inman. He's also 1 for 2 on the day. One being a double, the other one being a pop out. Right now, 0 outs. Fact check me, it might have been. Oh, that was Brock. Yep, my bad.
It's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a flyout. So pitch number 1 down in the dirt, ball 1, 1-0. Checking over at second. And that's ball to it. It's the catcher's glove. Lindquist, but it didn't close the glove. It trickled out. Again, the good situation for the Muckdogs because over at second is Jalen David. So he's the lead runner out there on the bases. So he's in control if he wants to go 3. We'll see if he does. Again, 2-0. Churchill making sure David stays there. Not once, not twice, but thrice. And off the foul. Strike 1, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Won't be able to find the frame on the top left. It's upstairs and slightly on the outside half. For a 3-1. Three-one pitch. Ooh, Inman thought that was ball 4. So did I from this angle. Able to hover on the inside part of the plate. For a strike 2, it's full count once more. Payoff. Down in the dirt, that's ball 4. So bases loaded situation. That's the second walk for Inman on the day. Now up, number 11, Mr. Reliable, Evan Brock, as there's a quick talk between Lindquist and Churchill.
Yeah, they had no action in the bullpen right now, but some people are starting to walk over there. We'll see what the decision comes in these next few at-bats, but right now, perfect situation, bases loaded, no outs.
Just a talk, like you mentioned. So Churchill is not going anywhere just yet. So far, his outing on the day is not going according to plan, allowing 2 runs so far, and not even a full inning. He now also has bases loaded with a big fat donut in the out column. So Evan Brock comes up to the plate. Again, Mr. Reliable. One RBI double in his first plate appearance and reached first off an error in his second. Pitch number 1 is opposite batter's box outside, ball 1. One-oh. Now that's driven over to center. It's deep. He's got to get back, and he locates it. Tag up from 2 and 3, and David comes in, and Cooper Russell advances to third. So the flyout does advance the runners, and that's very favorable when you go to the plate with no outs and bases loaded. Really, any situation where you get a good hit into the outfield is going to bring in some sort of amount of runs, and this time it does. That's 1 more, and now the Muckdogs are back to a 4-run lead, 7-3. As Glenn Brooks is up to the plate.
And that's right, Grayson. Anything but a strikeout or a small little dribbler that can get an out at home is the best hit in that play. So we got a ground ball. Gets past the shortstop. Runner now at second and first. Cooper Russell scores. That is now 8-3 for the Muckdogs.
So another one brought in off the RBI single. Cooper Russell scores. And Glenn Brooks now over at first. So add another RBI for Evan Brock from the day. Those number keeps totaling up each and every day. Glenn Brooks, also an RBI as well off his single. So 1 out. And James Quintero, a walk and an RBI double in his second plate appearance. So RBIs for everyone. I feel like that's going to happen when you have your score at 8.
With 11 hits, too.
That is well. Driven to left and shallow. It gets down. And it gets by the left fielder. He can't field it. 1 run brought in. 2. No, he slides down to 3. And good base running, though. A good throw from the left fielder. Glenn Brooks initially, I think, thought he was going home. Held up at 3. He slips. Able to stop himself at any sort of notice. Turns on a dime and able to jump back and touch third base. He's still safe. So another RBI double for James Quintero.
After watching those last few games where they were struggling to hit, this is a great feeling right here in a big game. Getting the bats going. These are the moments when big games where you need those to get done. And right now, all these players have answered the call.
Now up, Mason Davey. We'll see if he answers the call. Still looking for his first hit. A ground out and a strikeout looking. Again, he takes on a very favorable situation. 1 out, 2 runners on, both in scoring position. That's James Quintero's at 2, and Glenn Brooks at 3. It is 9-3. That's high inside for ball 1. 1-1 count. Down in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1. As that's very close to comfort for Davy inside. It's ball 3. (3-1). And broken bat. Ups a daisy and it goes down behind home plate. So part of the bat went forward, part of the bat went over there, anywhere. And he'll have to get a new one. It's full count.
Yep, that bat's now some firewood you could use for a nice little campfire later in the season.
So again, full count, Mason Davy. Payoff. Down low, good eye. And base is loaded now. That's set up for number 8, Miles Manel, who's 1 for 2 on the day, a double and a strikeout looking.
And here comes the coach. We're probably going to get ready to see a change here. And he is, of course, making the call. That is the end for Churchill's night.
We'll bring an end, like you mentioned, Churchill's night. We'll look at what he retired today with in just a second. So as it stands right now in terms of stats, at least for runs, this is what we're reading off currently. Only dealt 1/3 of an inning, 6 hits allowed, 5 runs, all 5 being earned, 2 batters walked, with no strikeouts across 9 batters faced.
Now pitching is number 26, Jack Santee. In 3 appearances, he's got a 2.45 ERA, 3.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 being earned run, has a walk, and 2 strikeouts.
So definitely not what the Tarp Skunks were looking for, at least from Churchill. Because again, as it stands, he's let up 5 runs, all which were earned. He's now left 3 batters on base that Santee will inherit, trying to bring an end to an agonizing top of the 4th as your score is 9-3. While we go through the warm-ups for Santee, we'll take a look at the schedule. Did mention a few games here and there about what's upcoming, but now we get a good view of the next coming week. So again, as you mentioned, Jarrett, we're back at home tomorrow after 3 straight games away against the Buffalo Diesel. That, again, out of conference play. So it's 7 innings. Starts at 6:30. Saturday the 27th, doubleheader against the Ironbacks. They come across the international border. Just had the most recent loss, 5-4. And then on Sunday at 5 o'clock at Newark against the Pilots, again at 5. Monday, bringing the Syracuse Salt Cats to Dwyer Stadium for another out-of-conference game against 7 innings. Tuesday at Niagara, 6:30. Wednesday, hosting Jamestown. And then hosting Power City Athletics, a team from Buffalo, on Thursday. Another out-of-conference game. And we're back for the first pitch for Manel. It's ball 1 down in the dirt. It's a 1-0 count. Moves to 1-1. Gets that on the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Dribbled foul. 1-2. So on deck for the Muckdogs is number 34, Joey Socorro. Santi is trying to minimize any more damage, and Manel's trying to keep this inning going. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. So rinse and repeat. Do it again. Delivery. Down in the dirt. 2-2. Delivery from Santi, and that's sent to center field. It's shallow. Can he get there? He will. Tag up. The play at home is not in time. Another score. Glenn Brooks in for the run. It's now 10-3. So the sac fly from Manel brings in a runner. And now 2 outs, 2 runners left on for Joey Socorro. That one had some chance to get down, but center fielder able to put on the Jets. Grant Moore just barely get underneath that on the run. First pitch to Socorro is in the other batter's box for ball 1, 1-0. Gets that one over the plate. Within the frame, it's now 1-1. Santi will check his runners. Ball down in the dirt. Runners held up. They don't advance. Blocked down by Lindquist. 2-1. Sent to left center. Who's got it? The left fielder for Jamestown. So finally brings an end to an agonizing inning for the Jamestown defense. Matthew Dumas able to bring it close to it, but not without 6 runs brought in for the Muckdogs. It's the bottom of the 4th. Talk about response. Jamestown did it once, but now they'll definitely have to do it again, down 7 when we come back.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great, how are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Bottom fourth, here we go. 10-3 is your score. Gavin Chandler deals pitch 1 to Branson Lindquist. And it's down on the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 count. That's ripped to center, and it's going to get down. So a leadoff single for Lindquist. Plays in favor for the Tarp Skunks to get a rally going. They desperately need one early in this game. So the Muckdogs have not been held to a scoreless inning so far in 4. Now at number 5, Matthew Dumas. First pitch to him, driven to second. Wow! Cooper Russell lunges out Superman style and able to snag that one down.
All right, let's get the social media going. We got to post that on ESPN. That's a top 10 play right there. I see that all the time on the TV.
Defying gravity, he gets it done. What a play from Cooper Russell. Now up number 1, Tito Kiefer takes strike 1. Just goes to show that these guys out there on defense, where they stand is not only the place where they're covering. You gotta find the needle in a haystack and just thread it through those tiny windows where they can't get it. Right there, Dumas was not able to, as Cooper Russell says hello, bull, and brings it within his clutches. 0-2 following the foul ball. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. Ball 2 moves to count 2-2. Gets past Chandler, but Jalen David scoop. Can't hang on to it, but able to get it once more and get the out at second base. So could have been a double play. Got by Chandler, but Jalen David able to stick with it and get the out of second for the second out. So off the fielder's choice, Kiefer will reach first. Now back to the top of the order once more for the Tarp Skunks. That's Grant Moore. Had the lead off for the game with a bunt and then a fielder's choice ground out. And now his third plate appearance. Ball down in the dirt, and Socorro will throw to first. No pickoff there.
Yeah, when you talk about bunting, Grant Moore is one of the players out of the 3 guys that have multiple steals in the double digits, that being Grant Moore, Matthew Dumas, and Eric Weeks. So this team's got some wheels of their own, just like the Muckdogs.
That goes for strike 1. Doesn't go swinging. It's 1-1. In the dirt, blocked down by Socorro. 2-1. Lights have come on here. Russell E. Diethrick Jr. Park. That's a mouthful.
Say that 5 times fast.
Pickoff attempt at first. No good. See the nice little horizon, should I say. Driven to Russell. He snags that and gets the out. So Cooper Russell, a star here on defense in the bottom of the fourth, counts for 2 of the outs and brings an end to the bottom of the fourth. So the fourth inning comes and goes. 10-3 is your score, and the Muckdogs have not been held to a scoreless inning so far in this game. We'll see if that trend continues when we enter the top of the fifth. This one's just going to be, we throw up the weather ticker, and we throw up, what else have I got? Yeah, I'm just going to, we'll throw this up instead. 1, 2, 2, 1, 6. They scored 3 in the bottom of the third. 10 hits. They've had 3. 12. Or geez, yeah, 12 to 9 hits. Fans, this season you have the opportunity to connect with the Muckdogs like never before with exclusive content on all our social media platforms. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and subscribe on YouTube to make sure you don't miss any behind-the-scenes exclusive content we post as well. All Batavia Muckdogs on all our social media platforms. So the top of the fifth, here we go. Locked and loaded. First pitch from Santita Ramos is strike 1 as it's fouled off. Sent over the first baseman, Scoop, and he'll do it unassisted for the first out off the ground out. So back to the top of the order. It's now the 4th time for the Muckdogs. It's none other than number 50, Jalen David. 1 for 3. Take strike 1. Hovering over the outside part of home plate. Fly out, ground out, and then a successful laydown bunt to reach first. That one outside. Lindquist able to locate and snag it. 1-1. Down on the dirt, inside, ball 2, 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Can smell a campfire grill from up here, and it smells good.
I just smell straight burgers right now.
I don't know why. It's got that scent of like campfire behind it, and I want to go camping again. But 2-2. And that stayed fair. Called by the home plate umpire. It's in play, and they get the put out there from Lindquist over to first for the second out. So ground out from Jalen David puts up 2 outs. Now number 1, Cooper Russell, comes to the plate. So far, he gets the crown for today of being Mr. Perfect. He's 3 for 3. A single, an RBI single, and a 2 RBI single. So all singles, but every single has been increasing with runners batted in. 2 straight balls pushes the count 2-0. It's ripped down the third baseline, fielded by the third baseman, and Cooper Russell stays perfect, beats out the throw, and he's safe for his 4th single of the day. So again, we'll go from the rest of the broadcast here. We have more than half of baseball left, and Cooper Russell will go by Mr. Perfect.
Got it. I'll try to remember that.
To Jackson Inman. He's 0 for 1 on the day. A walk, a flyout, and a walk. Pickoff attempt over at first. It gets by. And Cooper Russell will be able to advance 2 for free. So now 2-0 situation. The count didn't change. It's still fresh for Inman. But Cooper Russell got a community card that says advance to second base for free. Time called, so it's still fresh. Maybe this count might spoil, but here's the first pitch. And that's sent to the second baseman. Scoop, little delay throw, but he's got Inman. That brings it in to the 5th inning. Maybe I said it one too many times and brought some kind of announcer curse to it. But the first scoreless inning for the Muckdogs. Your score is still 10-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, we got a hot dog race. Hopefully somebody doesn't take a tumble. Well, they're getting close to each other. No false. I'm just joking with you, man, by the way.
Before we get ready for the bottom 5th, a few words from our sponsors. Has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580, extension 5555, about a blood lead test for your child today, or for more information on transportation to get tested. And a message from Mental Health Association. Wellness on the Go. WNGO offers mobile mental health supports through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448. And the first hit, scooped up from Inman, and a long throw. Called safe over at first, and see if we have any discussion from the coaches. No.
Yeah, that's another one where I really wish they'd have a talk it over kind of moment. Really too close, and kind of just want one of these. They start to talk about the plays.
So big hop that stayed fair. Inman able to get underneath it. Tries to send a bullet while going off his back foot. Didn't reach Quintero. Just had to go down off of one low bounce. But it seemed like it had a chance. Called safe. If anything, tie goes to the runner. So a lead-off single for Eric Weeks. Now up number 32, Heath Fenchick, who's 2 for 2 on the day. He's notable for his 3-run home run in his second at bat. Also a single in his first plate appearance as well. So between these two teams, the hits, at least if you look from the hits, that's what I'll say, is that's fouled off for strike 1, 2-1. If we looked at the scoreboard and you put an index card over the scoreboard, you'd look at these two teams and be like 13 hits for team 1 and 10 hits and 2 errors. So I got to expect maybe a closer game with some differential. No, it's 10-3.
Yeah, the big difference is just the runners in scoring position on who is cashing them in. Right now, Batavia Muckdogs have done that perfectly. We look at that 4th inning right there, top of the 4th, 6 runs in that game. They have just found their opportunities to score runners and make plays with it.
Another thing is, all these teams so far in each and every inning have left at least one runner on in this game. For the Muckdogs, their total is 8 runners left on base. That's sent to Inman. He scoops it quickly. Throw to 2 in time. The throw to 1. Not in time.
Man,
Fielder's choice with Inman gets the out.
Man, you got to give him one. This is, I don't know, that's another one that should be at least talked over. There's just so many close calls right now. And I'm just expecting, there we go. Here we go. Skip wants to talk now, and they got to talk this over. There's too many close plays that are just not being talked over right now that I think they should be.
All right. Quintero has just gotten the short end of the stick. It seems with every play over at first. I mean, like you said, they are very close plays, but it's just eventually you just want to be like, hey, can you give me something here? And so far, they haven't, but the Muckdogs have still worked it out. If you look at the scoreboard, that's the more important number, 10-3 right now.
Yeah, and that's just another one that isn't getting looked at. You know, no huddling together. We've seen like a lot of other games where plays that are not as close get talked over, and we've just seen 3 close plays that not a single one have been talked over by the 2 umpires.
Strike 1 for the new at bat, number 44, Nate Muncie, your first baseman for Jamestown. 0 for 2 on the day. Reach first off a fielder's choice and a ground out. As that's driven high, shallow to right. Who's got it? It's Russell. So, Mr. Perfect does it again, and he shows he can do it in so many different ways. Whether it's a bat in hand, how many runners you want batted in, ask him. He'll try to do it for you, and at the same time, on defense, he's Superman, and he's the Flash. He can jog out there to shallow right field and do it himself. Might as well just copy him 9 more times, and have him play every position. Down low for a ball, 1-0 count. For now, number 4, Paul Dulanto. Doing the math in my head, and I realized 9 more times is going to leave a extra hitter out there. So, I mean, it does work, yeah. So, 1-1 count. And a line drive, Inman. Able to bring that one in with his glove. So, Inman also busy on the left side of the field. And his glove acts like a magnet as well. scoops up that line drive. Not really scoops up, but just finds its way into his glove off of it, and that brings an end to the 5th inning. It's no runs between the two teams for the 5th. Top of the 6th, your score remains 10-3 when we come back.
Oh, I see him. I see him. Yep. All right. I just couldn't find him on this.
Top of the 6th, and another pitching change. The 4th pitcher so far for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. It's Cohen Harris out there on the mound. For Jack Santi, number 26, his day retires only after 1 2/3 innings pitch. Allowed 1 hit, no runs, no batters walked, but no strikeouts as well across 6 batters faced. So short day, but effective nonetheless, and now they moved on to Cohen Harris.
And Harris has had 4 appearances right now with a 9 ERA, having 1 loss. In 7 innings pitched, he's had 9 hits, 7 runs, all 7 of them being earned, and having 5 walks and 7 strikeouts in the season.
So again, 4 pitches so far, and then only 1 pitcher, one we all love, Gavin Chandler. He's served 5 innings so far. We'll see if that brings an end to his day for the next inning. Chandler so far, he's been serviceable. His last outing, again, he pitched the 7 innings against the Auburn Doubledays. He's now reached 5. One thing about Gavin Chandler, when I did all my research, is his favorite player, according to Southern Wesleyan College, is David Ortiz is his favorite player. So he's like me.
He's like you.
Pitch number 1, Evan Brock is too high. So Evan Brock is your leadoff man for the top of the 6th. I'm an Ortiz guy, but it would also have to be Dustin Pedroia.
Ah.
Just let him into the Hall of Fame, please. It wasn't for that injury.
That is true. That is true. I'm a Kluber guy, you know, as an Indians fan and Guardians fan. We love our pitchers.
1-1, fouled off, moves count 1-2. Wesleyan. Thank you, Alex Smith, in the comments there for helping me pronunciate colleges. You're doing wonders.
Yeah, the first game where he doesn't come with us, he just stays at home, and he's been helping us inside these games and also on the stream.
That's sent over to third. 2 hops. The throw. It's a long one, and it goes into foul territory. Evan Brock goes 2. The throw finally on the mark, but not in time. So a single for Evan Brock where he advances to 2 off the error. Leads things off for the Muckdogs. So the third error right now for the Tarp Skunks. Now up number 20, Glenn Brooks. So 1 for 3 on the day. Strikeout, fielder's choice, an RBI single. Strike 1 looking. for his 4th plate appearance.
All right, so now we're getting a second one. It's Wesleyan.
Wesleyan. All right, Alex, you don't.
Is there a certain someone in this chat that could give us a confirmation on which one it could be for all the marbles?
No, I'm gonna go with default, and I'm not gonna trust Alex on this one now.
I like it.
1-1. And never trust the assistant to the general manager.
Hey,
1-1 count.
We're also getting an amazing job.
Pass ball. Evan Brock advances to 3.
And Jamie was right. Jamie was right. We should never trust Alex.
So the pass ball moves the count 2-1. So we get that graphic back up. So 2-1 count. Evan Brock now on 3 from the wild pitch. 2-1 pitch. Ripped to center. Will it get down? Yes, it will. Evan Brock comes in for the score. Glenn Brooks going 2. He's turning 3. The throw's coming in.
Get the wheels
and
going.
Play at the bag. Not in time. It's not even close. Glenn Brooks slides headfirst for a triple. So the plays keep pouring in for the Muckdogs. Right now we're fixing up third base. Seems to be moving a little more than it should. Yeah, you can see right there. It's a little wobbly. I know it's hard to see for you guys, at least. Barely over there, you can see that's a little wobbly. I used to do ground maintenance back at the day at my old high school for baseball fields, and we had, if I count correctly, I think we had 12 that I had to manage, all varying from varsity fields to just the little league, like all grass infield, but just making sure that the dirt was raked and the bases weren't like that was a good 4-hour job.
I was a baseball athlete, so the only thing we really had to worry about was those bases in check and, make sure the lines were good. We didn't have to deal with the dirt and the grass.
That's ripped to right field, and it gets down. One runner brought in. Quintero goes 2, and he's standing on second for not once, twice, but the 3rd time today. Wow.
This is amazing. After that performance yesterday, I am just loving this right now. Game when you need it most, the bats are just working to perfection right now. It's just so nice to see.
So that was, like you were saying, the one thing we were talking about was just yesterday. Not really yesterday, only a swing and miss for Mason Davey. Still in search of his first hit. He's 0 for 2. We saw these guys putting up amazing numbers in terms of hitting totals and scoring totals. Just in every game, swing and miss fouled off. It sounded like, or was that the gear of the catcher? Not sure, but it's strike 2, 0-2. And we were waiting for them to find a rhythm or something that would wake them up, and they seem ready to wake now. As you can see, 15 hits on the day, 12 runs scored.
And Grayson, I even want to say, even though with that Niagara game being, or Genesee game being 16-14, I think in this game they have beat the hit total so far in this season.
Checking over at 2. That's high upstairs in the attic for ball 1, 1-2. And to check your facts there, this is tied going back to the 11-1 game on June 7th with the Olean Oilers. They did surpass the game against the Americans, which you mentioned, and Geneva. Geneva was only 11 hits. Niagara Falls Americans had more at 13. And even the last matchup had more. The Jamestown Tarp Skunks at 14 hits. So past 2 times they visited, or not visited, but played the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, it's been a hitting parade. And now they're tied for the most hits on the season at 15 today. 2-2 pitch. Sent high to left field. He's got to back up. He's at the warning track and makes contact with the wall. It's a stand-up double for Davey. So Davey finds his first hit. Quintero's held up at 3. Had to make sure that ball wasn't caught, and that one hits the wall. So another hit, and we just went through all that stat work for nothing. 16 hits is a season high for the Muckdogs, just like that. So now, Jarrett, you are correct. So the first pitch to Miles Manel is blacked down for ball 1. And right now, just awaiting to complete the team cycle is Jackson Inman. He's 0 for 2. He's been walked twice and 2 flyouts. Fouled off, pushes the count 1-1. Excuse me, fly out and a ground out. Correct myself there. But every player right now at least has a hit besides that. So ball 2, 2-1. Wouldn't that be a special thing to see every player within the lineup completing a cycle? No outs as well. We can't ignore that. We're so focused on keeping track of stats, we're forgetting what we're looking at. So that one able to sit on the outside, part of the home plate, but within the zone, according to Blue. It's always tough from these angles. 2-2 count. Again, your score 12-3. Following 2 more runs brought in. Down low, pushes the count full.
And yeah, Alex, the bats are hot right now. I'm just going to say that right now. That's probably going to be my trademark of the season. Just going to say the bats are hot whenever the situation comes. You have your Mr. Reliable. I got the bats are hot.
I'm just handing out nicknames. Full count payoff. Gets underneath that. It goes out to right field. Will it get down? No, but the tag up. Quintero goes home. Cut off by the pitcher. Quintero slides in. Make sure he tags home plate. And that's another run brought in. 13-3 is your score now. And they keep pouring in. That's only the first out of this inning for the Muckdogs. So they lead by 10 now.
And we are seeing some action in the bullpen right now, just in case for this situation. Now, obviously, you got to add the fact they're in mercy rule territory now. So they have 2 innings to just get 1 more run to keep this game going. But also, the Muckdogs can cash in more to make the challenge a little bit more difficult for the Tarp Skunks.
Nice pitch there from Harris. I forgot which pitcher we were on, excuse me there. But nice pitch from Harris for strike 1. That one outside, 1-1. Try to go back-to-back heaters, won't get it there. So again, in the box, Joey Socorro following the sac fly from Miles Manel, which brought in Quintero off the tag up. He's got 1 runner on. It's Mason Davey also found his first hit with a double. Outside, 2-1. Need Grayson to bring out the Yabba Dabba Doo again. Those are exclusive.
Exclusive for home runs.
2-1. Ripped to left. It gets down. He'll throw it to his cutoff man at short, and a single base hit for Socorro advances Mason Davey to 3. And now runners on the corner situation, 1 out for the man who bring an end to the 4th go-round in the carousel, Jeremy Ramos. And time called here They're going to talk it over with Harris on the mound, and there's the signal. So that will bring an end to his night on an abrupt end. So the 5th pitcher coming in for the Tarp Skunks, and it's only the top of the 6th. So I can tell you their night with the bullpen has not gone according to plan. Number 6 for the night. But we'll look at that in just a second. Before we do that, Cohen Harris, his day will retire with 1/3 inning pitched. 4 hits allowed, 5 runs scored, 2 of which earned. No batters walked, no strikeouts, only facing 6 batters, which he allowed 2 doubles and a triple as well. Now up number 17, Rocco Alamonte.
Yep,
Almonte, excuse me.
Yep, there you go. You got it. Alamonte has played in 4 games. He's got a win so far in the season. He's got a 13.5 ERA and 4 innings pitched. He's had 9 hits, 8 runs, 6 of them being earned runs, 6 walks, and 2 strikeouts so far.
So right now, again, Cohen Harris, he retires after 25 total pitches. Jamestown Tarp Skunks have dealt a total of 145 compared to the sole man on the stat sheet right now, number 25, the Gavin Chandler, who's only pitched 68. So he's done half less the work, and that's for a good reason, or a good thing, should I say. Only allowing 3 runs as well. And for the Tarp Skunks, I can't exactly say the same thing.
Yeah, we're lucky we're not Tarp Skunks broadcasters because be a lot of ground noise in terms of the game.
That's another good point out there, is that they're 12 of 20 with runners in scoring position. So that just goes to show how effective the Muckdogs are at hitting.
Man, Chandler's like our third. Chandler's dad is like our third stat man right now. I really do appreciate it. You know, we have to look at basically everything. We're doing the scorecards, team stats, player stats. So having a third person, appreciate it.
So right now, runners on the corners. New pitcher. Inside 1-0 on the up and in. 1 out, and your score is 13-3. The man who brings an end to the batting order, Jeremy Ramos. Runner said going, he doesn't. Swing and miss, strike 1, 1-1. It's also a another very effective stat to point out with runners on with less than 2 outs. They're 7 of 10. Yeah, those exclusive stats at team comparison on Presto show you a lot more key details of how this game is going. It really, you know, they tell you stats don't tell you the full story, but I really feel like this section of stats, at least tonight, really does. 1-2 count. Upstairs on the rooftop. 2-2. Rocco Almonte. The 5th pitcher right now. Driven to right field. It's sent right towards the right fielder, and he gets underneath it. And a runner brought in with the tag up. The throw not in time. And a sac fly credited to Ramos. So make that 14-3 now. We have 1 runner over at first. That's Socorro. 2 outs. And the leadoff man, Jalen David, for his 5th plate appearance tonight. Upstairs for ball 1. And that one makes contact with David. I believe that's the first hit by pitch tonight from either team, and it is.
Yep, that it is.
And David takes on first. So now runners on 1 and 2. Cooper Russell, Mr. Perfect, sends that high within the infield. Who's got it? It's the shortstop.
You jinxed it.
Maybe I did. He's still perfect in my eyes. So we're going to keep referring to him as that. I mean, you can't ignore a 4-for-4 start at the plate and say not perfect.
That's
perfection.
true. That's true. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry.
So that brings an end to the top of the 6th. 4 more poured in for the Muckdogs. It's 14-3 heading to the bottom of the 6th, where Jamestown is in desperate need to climb out of this hole. We'll see if they do so when we come back.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, East Town Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, HB Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang & Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, O-Atka Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
We're off and running after sponsorship read. We're back to baseball. Bottom of the 6th. Dribbled off 1 hop, 2 hop. Cooper Russell snag, underhand toss. And they say it didn't get there.
See, okay, that I know we're Buckdogs fans. That one's safe. That one, it was safe. He was there definitely before. I know we're Muckdogs fans here and they're broadcasters, but sometimes there's got to be some honesty, and he was definitely there.
So leadoff man Caleb Jordan with the leadoff single for the Tarp Skunks to get a late rally going, which they're in desperate need of. But now number 39, C.J. Dugan, up to the plate. I think on that one, it was more of a Gavin Chandler. He didn't want to just stick out his foot and make contact with the runner. He had to locate the bag, look down. And, you know, in baseball, when you're in those base paths and a runner's coming at you, every second counts, and I think that just little hesitation to make sure he was not going to take out his own leg or the runner's leg and locate the bag was the difference maker there.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to take a tumble in that situation, especially with how your performance is right now. You don't want to be pulled because of an injury.
Yeah, we don't want to see anyone getting hurt out here, especially our starting pitcher right now, Gavin Chandler, who's still surviving to the 6th inning. It's 1-2 against Dugan, following the foul ball. Looks at first. Little looks is there. Failed pickoff attempt. In my heart, he still has one successful.
So got to keep going back to that play, too, as those 3 runs probably wouldn't be there if it wasn't for that pickoff attempt call.
Another one here. He's still safe. He's going to count 1, 2. Hello, Sean. Fouled off behind us.
We're on first name terms with this guy now.
Yeah, I would not recommend ketchup chips from Canada. They are not favorable, should I say. That's what I'm going to put it with. 1, 2 count.
Never got the opportunity to try 'em. Maybe the next time in Canada we'll give a rating on it, an honest rating.
Fouled off once more, so rinse and repeat. It's still 1, 2. Pickoff attempt. Could see that one. No good. And that's outside 2-2. Let's see. Umps have made some really terrible calls the last few games. As a broadcaster, I'm going to be touchy with my words. 2-2 pitch. Driven to left field. It's deep. Deep.
Not again.
And hits the wall.
Okay, we're good.
At the warning track, the throw in the third is there, but not in time. So a stand-up double for Dugan. And back-to-back hits for the Tarp Skunks. They're trying to pull this back with a late rally. But again, going to your umpire comment. Yeah, I feel like I can agree in some circumstances on certain calls, but I feel like that's all I can really say. So 2 runners on, no outs, both in the scoring position at 2 and 3. Up to the plate, number 45, the catcher, Branston Lindquist. He's still in search of, he's 2 for 2 on the day. He's been doing just well, a double and a single. That's a strike, 1-1 now. One hop, 2 hop, scooped up by Jalen David. Gets the throw out at first off the fielder's choice, but a runner brought in as well. That was a bad stutter. Whoops. So now your score, 14-4. They're back to 10-run deficit. 1 out. Runner on third. Number 5, Matthew Dumas.
I'm going to correct you on that.
Excuse me, yeah, pinch hitter, number 11.
Anthony Trumer. He's played in 12 games. He started in 9. He's got .214 batting average and 28 hits. As that is foul ball. In 28 at-bats, 6 hits, all of them being singles, and 4 RBIs so far.
This is game mercy rule. If they don't score as it stands, the rules are 7 innings, a 10-run differential. That's fouled off again. So back-to-back foul balls makes the count 0-2. But if you're down 10 by the end of the 7th inning, it's all over. So they will need to score 1 more to bring it back within. High to right, it's deep. Locating is Evan Brock. He's got it. The tag up to home is not going to be contested. So another score brought in from Jamestown. That's 2 this inning, and it's 14-5. Now up to the plate. Number 7, another pinch hitter for Jamestown.
Just a second, folks. That is Jackson Enders. In 13 games, he started in 9. 176 batting average. In 34 at-bats, he's had 6 hits, 1 being a double, and 1 RBI.
First pitch, swing and a miss was early on that. That one was also down low.
Sean, I'll be honored if you bring those chicken tenders over to our game tomorrow against Buffalo Diesel. That would be gratefully appreciated. We'll probably get a picture too, man, because this has been going for 3 games now, and I want the grand reveal on the face of the person.
Two one count. Won't find the box there. It's now 3-1. So again, no one on the bases now. 2 outs. And that's a strike. So full count. Able to fight back and push it to full. Payoff. Ripped. Got underneath that one. It's going between the gap over in left and center. Reaches the wall. And it will be a stand-up double for Enders. So we're back to the top of the order. 4th go-round for Grant Moore. Now we're talking between catcher Socorro, Gavin Chandler, just trying to bring an end to this inning. There's 1 runner on over at 2. That's Jackson Enders. Pinched hit for Tito Kiefer. First plate appearance, got a double. 2 outs, just again trying to bring an end to it. First pitch in this. It's down near the dirt outside, 1-0. One-0 pitch. High inside, 2-0 now. Duo swing and a miss.
Brooks.
Moves count to 2-1.
Or not Brooks, Moore.
What about Moore?
You're a funny.
No, I'm genuinely what? I'm confused. 2-1.
It's Moore. It's Moore.
I know. Swing and a miss, 2-2. I was just looking over the counter to see if he fouled that one off. I didn't really see it. I was looking at the computer trying to fix something.
Right, I called him Brooks, though, on accident. And
Oh.
they're both center fielders, both close name spelling.
2-2 count. Pitch. Ooh, inside. Too tight. 3-2. The full count. Payoff. Inside ball 4, and that's a walk for Grant Moore. And here comes Coach Skips. So this looks like the end for Gavin Chandler's night. We'll wait to see who jogs out of the bullpen. I believe that's 20. 28. No, that's 29. See, I was going to say that's not Hoshide. 29, Jack Page out there on the mound. Coming in for Gavin Chandler. We'll look at the stats before we look at Page's on the day for Gavin Chandler. He retires following completed 5 2/3 innings, allowing 13 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, 2 batters walked, and 1 strikeout across 31 batters faced. Total pitch count of 96.
And right now, pitching right now is Jack Page. He's had 5 appearances, 2 wins so far in the season with a 2.93 ERA, 15.1 innings pitched, 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them being earned, 6 walks, and 24 strikeouts. That is second on the team for strikeouts.
Gavin Chandler's day comes to a conclusion here. I can tell you, he did a very nice job, securing only 5 runs. And then at the same time, I can tell you, I don't think he intended to allow 13 hits, but whenever you have days like this, your defense always has your back. They definitely had his. Again, only allowing 5 runs, across 5 2/3 innings, definitely did a serviceable job. It has painted a great road for Jack Page to take over, given the situation 14-5. So right now we'll see the first pitch from Jack Page. He's got 2 outs, 2 runners on, first and second. The first pitch, high and tight, a little close to comfort for number 6. That's Eric Weeks for the first pitch. But again, first pitch, shaking off. The second one's better as it's fouled off. 1-1 count now. Get that updated on the graphic. There we go. Jack Page.
That's my bet on that.
Checking the runners. And, well, from this angle, I can tell you, I thought strike. Again, this angle is perspective. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. And there we go. That's a strike. 2-2. Or 2-2 delivery and a strikeout. So first batter face for Jack Page has him sent back to the dugout with his bat left on his shoulders. That brings an end to the bottom of the 6th. Your score 14-5. Top of the 7th, right around the corner, where the Muckdogs want to keep adding on and pouring in the runs. We'll see if they do so when we come back.
there is. I'll turn it back on. Okay. I literally had to go there to print stats, and I ended up having to stock the beer for like an hour and a half. Nah, you were playing your game, man. Also, the soda's there, but it's not in the cooler, so some people have to stock it tomorrow. I thought I had to do that with Alex, and he's like, nah, we can wait till tomorrow. I'm like, okay. Yeah, for us to do it wrong. Oh, no, because me and Alex were literally going to do it, and he just told us not to do it, so if he yells at us for me and Alex not doing it, no. And then the beer room, we got it stocked, and it looks nice. Robbie's already said it looked good, so hopefully we don't get yelled at that. Yes. Helamonte. Yep.
Ralmonte.
Oh, vodka.
And here we go. Top of the 7th. Leading things off, Jackson Inman. And that is on the rooftop. Ball 1-0. Inman's 0 for 2 on the day. 2 walks. A fly out and a ground out. Ripped. Gets down in the grass in center field. And that's a hit for Inman. And with that, I believe, completes the team cycle.
That it does. He was the last one on the team that needed a hit for it to do it, and this is an amazing achievement.
Every player on the team at least has 1 hit. Just like that, the Muckdogs complete the cycle, and imagine I threw confetti on the screen. I didn't really have any preparation for this. But yay nonetheless.
That's going to be future videos. We're just going to have stuff ready and just throw it into the camera.
First pitch to Evan Brock is drilled to left field. It gets down. And a single. So 2 back-to-back base hits from Inman and Brock gives another gleaming situation for Glenn Brooks. 2 men on and no outs. As Glenn Brooks is 2 for 4 on the day. Strikeout, reach first off of fielder's choice and a second, but then a RBI single and an RBI triple. Here, I just thought of something. Hold on, give me a second. Appreciate that, Sean, for the help there. Check in the runners. First pitch. Strike 1 over the plate. There you go.
Woo!
That's the best I could do.
It gets the job done.
So 0-1 count for Glenn Brooks. Pitch 2. 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hop. A little fumble by the shortstop. And he's safe over at first. Glenn Brooks again using pure speed to beat out the throw. And I think the little miscarriage from the shortstop, trying to reel that one in, which I believe is no longer Tito Kiefer. I'm just double checking that. It's number 7, yes. So he has been replaced by Jackson Enders as well on defense.
Yep, there you go.
Jackson Enders can't reel that one in. And bases loaded. Situation for 16, James Quintero. I called him King Quintero or King James. Well, actually, I called him King Quintero, but King James is LeBron James going to copyright that one for me?
He's coming home to Cleveland. I'm already going to say it right now. I'm predicting the future. He's coming home as we talk about LeBron James.
King Quintero, high flyer. That one had the closest chance to our press box for us to get a lunge at, but that one would have been Jarrett out the window and face planted on the field if he went for that. But fouled off, 1-1.
Nah, there's a nice little net over here. I think I'll be fine. What's that PlayStation game called? Uncharted? That guy does it all the time. I think I can do it.
I've never heard of that game. 1-1. Ripped right back to the pitcher. Fielded at 2. The play at first in time. So a double play there, but brings in a runner. The reason I was calling him King Quintero, which I'll do so also until the end of the game, was because before that he was 3 of 3 with a walk and back-to-back RBI doubles.
We can also mention that Free Falling song. Yeah. That's another one I didn't really think of. Don't laugh at that.
I'm laughing at Sean's comments. Fresh
Come on,
count.
man.
2 outs. That's outside for Mason Davey. One 0. Ripped right back to the pitcher. The second baseman fields it. Throw to first. Able to stay foot to bag.
And in that situation right there, I want to say that was a pinch hitting situation. That was Matt Marsh who took the swing right there and not Mason Davey.
Thank you for that clarification. Matt Marsh ground out. Pinch hit for Mason Davey, but one more run brought in for the Muckdogs. It's 15-4, or 15-5, excuse me. And we look at the situation Jarrett mentioned earlier. This is it right now for the Tarp Skunks. They must bring in a runner to end this game or make the game continue. If they fail to do so, the game will end here in 7 innings.
And right now we are also getting a pitching change right now. That is Garrett Beaver coming in to close the mound, number 15.
So that just goes to show that the Muckdogs, what I just mentioned is what they want. They want this game done as quickly as possible and to put this game away just like that. If you didn't hear it, I snapped. But so Garrett Beaver comes in, looking to take things over. And, I mean, I'll still do it. I can't not. I'll end Jack Page's day with 1/3 innings pitch. No hits allowed, no runs, no batters walked, and 1 strikeout. It being looking off 1 batter faced. So he definitely did his job when he had the moment.
Don't worry, this is my thing. Don't worry, I got to get the other part. Don't worry, give me just a second. All right, Garrett Beaver right now has had 6 appearances. He's got the perfect 0 ERA with 2 saves so far in the season. With 8 innings pitched, he's only allowed 1 hit, 2 walks, and 14 strikeouts so far for the Muckdogs. Closer with the sidearm. Woodley's known for having the heat on the team. Beaver, the other closer, has that sidearm that's got that good spin rate and also has some juice on some of his pitches. Has to come in technically. Even though this is mercy rule, it's still like a closed game opportunity. I don't know if it counts for a save, but it'll be a save in our heart. We'll say that.
Right now, 15-5 is your situation, as mentioned before. Rules are within the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League is that after 7 innings have been completed, if a team is down by 10 or more runs, it is mercy rule and it's called off. So right now that situation has the green light if the score stands as it is, and it proves to that point that the Muckdogs are trying to make that true, is that one. 2-hop to Inman, a long throw to first, and they got him this time. No need for a close call. That's 1 down just like that. 2 more outs to go. Muckdogs just want to go home early. I can tell you that's it's a decent drive.
2 hours to be exact.
That's sent back to Beaver. Gets by Jalen Davis, who makes an attempt to run by it in the shallow center field grass. Can't get to it, and it's a hit for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Paul Dulanto now up to the plate. One out situation, 1 runner over on first, and Dulanto up to the home plate. I don't feel like I had to say home plate there, but I did. Fresh count. Outside, ball 1. Well, no. Fouled off. Quintero can't reach to it. Didn't have enough height underneath it. It's now 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Trying to get another strikeout here. Doesn't swing there as that's outside. Down low, can't find the bottom right. 2-2 count. Two count. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout to Beaver and 2 outs now. And 1 more out from this game being all over. Now to the plate, number 15. Another pinch hitter for Jamestown. James Dixon. So I believe that was also a pinch hitter over there on first baseman that was supposed to be hitting, I believe if I'm correct, for Heath Fetchick. Or no, Nate Muncy. He hit for Nate Muncy. It was Jaquin Rodriguez Costa who's out over on first. I had to double check that so many times. Strike 1 though, nonetheless. 2 outs. Runner on first. And this game could be over. Can't get that to sit over the plate. Just off 1-1. Bounced. It's in play. And it sits in play. So Beaver elects to watch it. And it plays like a bocce ball and sits within the grass for a base hit. So now runner on first and second. 79 enters the box. That's another
39.
39, thank you. I was going to say 79 does not exist. CJ Dugan. Fresh count, 2 outs, 2 on now. First and second, both covered by a Tarp skunk. Strike one, just like that. Ball one, though. So count moves 1-1. Can't have that one sit. 2-1. (3-1), falling one down in the dirt. Just trying to bring an end to this game. Checking over at second. Russell steps away from the bag, and the 3-1 pitch is inside for ball 4. Bases loaded now for the Tarp Skunks. 2 outs, bases loaded. It's number 45, Branson Lindquist, up to bat. A double, a single, and a ground out, but an RBI credit to him on that. He's 2 of 3 on the day. He has the chance to keep the game in motion with a base hit. Takes a swing at the first one, won't connect at strike one, 0-1 count. So we update the score bug. That's on my fault. And oof, close, but not enough, according to Blue. 1-1. Beaver will check over at 2. Deals and chopped foul. 1-2. Beaver, 1 strike away. All they need is an out, and a strike is enough. One, two. Sent over to short. David, scoop, underhand toss to second. That ends the game. The 3rd out for the bottom of the 7th. It's all over. Your final score, 15-5. A matchup between the 2 teams tied for first place in the West Division comes to an early conclusion in 7 innings. 15-5 is how it gets done. Jarrett, we saw everything this game here. Hits, great defense from the Muckdogs, as I'm going to play favorites here. And a final score that puts this game to rest in the early stages. What do you think, and what did you see out there?
It was just so nice to see after those last 2 games. They really struggled to get the bats going. They did not have the feeling that they've had in that winning streak. And to come back in this game where the game absolutely matters in terms of tiebreaker, in terms of who's in first place right now, can control their own destiny early. They came in and got the job done, and that's how you set the tone for the season as you're trying to set up for another winning streak. Absolutely beating the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, who are second so far in the season, and set the tone, absolutely just mercy rule them, is a really good sign for the Muckdogs. as now they get a little break. They got the Diesel tomorrow, game that doesn't really count, and then they got the doubleheader against the Niagara Ironbacks.
Yes, they do for an upcoming schedule. Again, tomorrow will be a 7-inning game, as mentioned by Jarrett, against the Buffalo Diesel. But again, the final score here as we focus on this, your Batavia Muckdogs take home the win, 15-5. They do it early, and they take the sole first place back within the West Division. We'll take a look there as we update that as well in just a second. We'll throw that on your screen. So with that, the Batavia Muckdogs, they jump to 13-5. The Tarp Skunks drop down to 12-6. As it stands right now, the Tarp Skunks drop to third behind the Auburn Doubledays, who are completing their matchup today. The only other game that hasn't been postponed within the West Division, they're taking on the Olean Oilers. It's the top of the ninth, and the Auburn Doubledays host a 2-run lead, 6-4 as it stands right now. So the Olean Oilers with 2 outs and 1 runner on. As we look right now online for live stats, need to score something big, or they're going to get the win here and will be 1 game behind the Batavia Muckdogs as well, as they would get a 3-game winning streak. But Muckdogs break their 2-game losing streak, and they look to build on it going in to this next week's worth of games. We'll take a look at that as well before we sign off here. So the schedule building up. Friday, again, hosted Buffalo Diesel. Then on Saturday, Niagara Ironbacks, doubleheader. Sunday at Newark, Syracuse Salt Cats. On Monday, again, 7 innings as well. Tuesday at Niagara, back in Canada. Wednesday, hosting Jamestown once more. And then Power City on Thursday. So we thank you for joining us here on the broadcast here in Jamestown, New York, on a shorter game. It's been a pleasure for this on the broadcast. Again, I'm in Grayson, Natale. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. Your final score, 15-5. Batavia Muckdogs take home the win. We'll see you tomorrow night.